Hey friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. And by name's Lokiru Ambrose, a student at Bara University of Science and Technology. I'm developing an online boating management system, the way in which we are going to manage our boats electronically. So, actually, my area of concern is in the political sector. So, specifically, we are going to talk about how citizens are going to cast their votes online. So, I'm going to talk about the databases which can be applicable in the political sector. One, we have the online voting management system, voter registration database, polling data analysis database, tally management system. Lastly, we have the ballot management database. So, but I'm going to talk more or highlight or to consider online voting management system. So, I'm going to give you a brief description of an online voting management system. It's just a platform that allows organization members to cast their votes electronically, which can be through a website, mobile app, or any internet connected device. You get that the ballots are provided electronically, whereas a voter can access it through the internet. So it's really good and interesting to use. Okay, like to cast a vote online. So the flow of my online voting management system is going to be like this. First, there will be an interface where the voter logs into the voting system using their unique username and password. Next, they select the candidate or options they want to elect. Tell, for example, if you want to elect like Bob Wine, Mosi, you have provided those options. So finally, after selecting the candidate or casting the vote, you'll be able to submit, and the system tells you the results, which is very interesting. So the reasons why I chose an online voting management system include there is what's called increased efficiency. One of the most significant advantages of an online voting management system is incredible efficiency. With traditional paper-based voting, there are several steps or many steps which are involved. For example, printing ballots and also counting votes by hand. You can avoid all this through an online voting management system, which is able to tally all the votes. It really increases efficiency. It is really convenient, and you can cast a vote from anywhere you are. Tell, for example, if you are in an office and you don't have time to go to the polling station, you can really access the election through online, and you're able to participate in the elections. Second point is we have improved accuracy. So you get that the use of paperwork or ballots, you get that there are human errors, like for example miscounting, miswriting, and all this can be solved through an online voting management, where the system is the one responsible for tallying, counting votes. Yeah. So, and it already gives assured results. Third point, there's greater turnout and voter engagement. Another advantage of online voting management system is that it increases the voter turnout, because it's more convenient for voters to cast their ballots online than to have to go to the physical polling place. In addition, online elections can also improve voter engagement. It can be easy for voters to feel disconnected from the process of traditional voting, but with online voting, they can see the results in real time, making them feel more engaged in the process. You get that when you cast your bot, it's already tallied in the database, so which is really because and even people who are occupied in with their works are able to cast their bot or participate in elections. It's very convenient. So I hope this to be used in 2026 elections. So second last point is saves time and money. You get that saves time, like burning fuel to go to the polling stations is cut off or disconnected, and also printing out ballots, those things, so money is really reserved. So all this is supported through an online voting management system where everything is done online or electronically, which is really more convenience. There's also improved security. There's also improved security. The online voting management system is more secure in terms of errors. That's what's called, some people go and miscorrect and they rub that other thing. So once the results are once a voter casts the vote, it's already stored in the database. So no any other person can access the results except the people who are entitled. Yeah. So you get that when there is always advantage of something, but at least there are also the challenges. While the online voting management system offers many benefits, there are also several challenges to its implementation, and these challenges include there's what's called security concern. You get that sometimes the data can be hacked by the hackers. There's what's called better authentication. You get that some people, take for example, like when they are processing somebody, you get that someone has the ID, but sometimes the signature someone signed in the ID cannot allow him access or meet what he wants. So that's also the disadvantage of online, and that's what's called digital divide. Careful planning and consideration challenges will be required in order to ensure the successful development and implementation of online management system. Here, friends, I'm going to talk about the list of entities for an online management system. For example, we have the voter. That is the person now who's supposed to cast or participate fully in an election, online voting election. Through logging in, registering, just you cast the vote. Yeah. We have the candidate. These are the people who are running the election, like the contestants. Take for example, like Bobo and those. Yes, those are candidates now. The election now. We have many types of elections. We might be having presidential, just like that. So we have the board. There's now the physical casting of the board. Understand? So I'm going to talk again about the list of entities and attributes. For example, on the voter side. On the voter side, we have the voter ID. We have the voter name, email, password, age, gender. Candidates, we have the candidate ID, which is the primary key, the candidate name, and the party to which the candidate belongs. If it is no NRM, just DP, just like that. Yeah. The next entity is the election. We have the election ID, the name of the election. The name can be like presidential elections, that okay, like the name of the election. Yeah. The description to be 226 presidential election. The start date, the time the election starts, and the time it ends. So we have the boss, we have the voter ID. So in the voter ID, it is going to consider the voter ID as the what? The foreign key. Candidate ID as the foreign key also, and election ID as the foreign key. Because all of them depend on the what? On the bots. Now I'm gonna talk about the entity relationships. Hey friends, we have very many entity relationships, like they have ternary, and the binary. So the first relationships I'm going to talk about the voter and election. The voter and election belong to the binary elections. You get that a voter can participate in many elections, and an election can have many voters. You get that? There are several elections which are always being carried here, always being carried out. So you get that a voter can participate in many elections, and an election can have many voters. You can vote in many elections like presidential, can always for LC5, just like that. So you get that the multiplicity is 0 to many. The next one is bot and voter. It's only as under the binary relationship. A voter can cast many votes, but a vote can only be cast by one voter, and that is a one-to-many relationship. Second last, we have the candidate and election. It's also under the binary relationship. A candidate can participate in many elections. An election can have many candidates. That one is 0 to many relationship. We have a vote and a candidate. A candidate can receive many votes, but a vote can only be cast to one candidate. The multiplicity is 1 to many in candidate and 0 to many in votes. So I'm going to talk about how I implemented of my online voting management system. Actually, I used my SQL console to come up with the black screen. If I can say, we have the voter. In the voter, we have the voter ID, which is an integer. We have the name, which is the worker, email, worker, password, worker, age is an integer. Gender, we have worker. Just like that, I can go on the table of candidates. We have the candidate ID, name, party, election ID. We go now on the election side. We have election ID, name, description, start date, end date. On the board, we have the vote ID, and the vote ID has the primary key. Candidate ID, primary key. Election ID is it's the foreign key. That's a real mistake. We have the voter ID as the foreign key. Candidate ID the foreign key, just like that. I'm sorry for being. So I went on to draw my entity relation diagram. We get that a voter and candidate is a one to many relationship. We have the voter and the bot, which is one to many. So I went on to design the interface of my online voting management system. In the first interface, a user will be provided with the login form. You log in using your unique username or password. If he or she is not registered, he will be able to register now through register button. After registering, he or she will be asked again to log in if the details are correct, and he can be able to view the election details. After viewing the election details, he can also be able to access the candidate running for election. For example, like I'm building an online voting management system which will be used in 2026, and the candidates which will be running the 2026 election according to my prediction. First one, we have Kaneruga Mosi. The party is under NRM. We have Chaglan Bobrine, nope. Patrick Oboy, FDC man. We have Lokiru, Ambrose, I'm planning to contest in 2026 presidential elections, but I'm sure I'll make it. But we have Abukumak Lowen, that's under DPC. This is a young man from Karamoja who is also coming up to contest in the elections. So after a voter is able to select or to cast a vote to a candidate of his or her interest. Clicking this button, after you be provided there, then after you click there, then you are able now to submit your vote. Then it will be recorded in the one database management, the online voting management system. Thanks for listening to my YouTube channel. As you remain Lokiru Ambrose, a student of Bar University of Science and Technology, pursuing a bachelor's course in information technology. Thanks a lot.